Hey parents, Mr. Jim here. Ever since Osmo sent us our Genius Starter Kit, it's become the kids' favorite games to play with at home. The best part is how well they're designed to encourage learning in a way that's actually exciting. I've honestly never seen my kids pick up new skills as fast as they are after playing with Osmo. I can't help but play along with my kids as we're having a blast playing games that explore math, puzzles, art, reading, and more. Genius Starter Kits come with a base and reflector that fit most iPad models. Available at playosmo.com. That's playosmo.com. Osmo, learning well played. Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If you haven't heard the first part of this reindeer adventure, you gotta make sure that you start with our first part. Because we're doing a coloring competition with Schleich, we need you to color your own reindeer. And maybe it will actually turn into a real toy. Yes, Schleich is picking some of the best colorings of reindeer to turn them into a real toy so your drawing can actually come to life. Well, friends, who is ready to see what happens with Emma and her reindeer friend Stripes? Will Stripes be able to get into the flight school? Or are his dreams of flying over because of his green stripes? I'm not sure, but let's see what happens next. As Stripes walked away, Emma ran over to him. "I'm so sorry that happened," said Emma, "but there has to be a way to figure this out. Come on, Stripes. Wait." Stripes just kept walking away and said, "Did you see the way he looked at me? You should probably head home. I'll be fine here." Emma knew that there was no way she was going to leave her friend like this. What would you do if something like this happened to a friend of yours? Maybe try and figure out a way to fix it? Maybe there's a way to get Stripes still into that flight school. Yes, those are both good ideas, but first, and most importantly, Emma needs to make sure that Stripes knows she is not going to leave his side. Emma ran over to Stripes and said, "Stripes, you and I, we're in this together, and there's no way I'm going to leave you out in the cold like this. I love your green stripes."
"Yeah, but they stopped me from getting into that school."
"Well, I can kind of understand," said Emma. "You see, I colored those green stripes on your antlers so that they would match my glasses." Emma tilted her head to the side to show off her beautiful green striped glasses. "I am so thankful for my glasses, and I love them so much because they help me see. But sometimes they can get in the way a little. Like in gym class, when I run super fast, my glasses fog up, which makes it harder to see through them."
"Wow, that would be tough,"
said Stripes. "Yeah, it is sometimes, but that's not going to stop me from having fun and running, and this is definitely not going to get in the way of us being friends."
"You mean that? You still want to be my friend even though they didn't let me into flight school?"
"Holy smokes, of course," said Emma. "Me and you, we're besties." Stripes paused as his eyes got very big.
"Besties? I've never had a bestie before. Wow! Wait, we're best friends? We're best friends!"
Very quickly, Stripes started to cheer up again. Wow, I love how magical friendship is. See, just like how that first flake of snow had a little bit of magic in it, being a good friend is also pretty magical. These two best friends immediately started working together on a plan. You see, the goal in all of this was to teach Stripes how to fly, right? So Emma grabbed her jetpack and they journeyed off to an open field where they could start practicing together. Maybe, with a little bit of luck, Stripes could learn how to fly without even going to flight school. By now, the sun had come shining out through the clouds. Stripes climbed up on a large rock and looked over the edge. Down below was a giant pile of deep snow. This is where he wanted to jump off and try flying for the first time. This was a great place to practice just in case he fell. He would fall into that fluffy snow below. "Go, Stripes, go! You can do it!" shouted Emma. Stripes didn't know exactly what to do, and so he jumped and he fell right into the fluffy snow. "Are you okay, Stripes?" shouted Emma.
Yeah, just really cold, but I'm gonna try that again.
Over the next several hours, Stripes kept jumping and trying, and he still could not fly. It was time to take a break. As Stripes and Emma walked over to the rock and sat down, Stripes was feeling a little sad again.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna fly. Yeah, what was I thinking? You have to go to flight school to learn how to fly. I can't do it all by myself.
Come on, Stripes, don't give up. I believe in you. You can totally do this. We're getting closer by the minute. Come on, get up, let's try again, said Emma as she pushed Stripes back up to his 4 feet. And it was just at that moment that the snow clouds returned. Snowflakes began to fall as Stripes stood on the edge of that rock, looking down below at the now not so puffy snow. He had fallen so many times that the snow had packed down to the ground. But as the snowflake touched the green stripes on his antlers, they began to glow again. And on the count of 3, Stripes jumped off the rock.
Whoa, Emma, what's going on?
"You're flying, Stripes! You're flying!" she shouted. Sure enough, something magical had happened, and all of a sudden, Stripes was a flying reindeer. Yes, his dreams had come true. He wasn't exactly sure how this was happening, but he was in fact a flying reindeer. After making several loops and circles and flips and rolls and wow, that was a cool move, he finally landed back down on the ground next to Emma. The two of them were so happy they gave each other a ginormous hug and rolled in the snow. By the time they got back on their feet, they realized that they were no longer standing alone in the middle of this forest. "How did you do that?" said another reindeer. All of a sudden, Emma and Stripes realized that they were now completely surrounded by dozens and dozens, maybe hundreds of reindeer all around them. "Oh my! Hello all of you reindeer," said Emma as she spun around in a circle trying to count all the reindeer, but there were way too many to count. "Where did you come from? I thought we were all alone here in the forest. I'm sorry if we disturbed you," said Emma. "Oh, no, you did not disturb us. We have been watching you. You see, we are reindeer that were not let into the flight school like you." Holy smokes! Now Emma realized that all the reindeer that she was looking at looked amazingly, beautifully different from each other. They all had different colors. Some had wings and some had stripes. Others had beautiful patterns, and Emma began to think, are these the reindeer that were drawn by kids around the world? It all began to make sense. The Schleich reindeer drawing competition was something much more magical than we had originally thought. These reindeer standing around them were from the drawings that kids all around the world had created. From every country and language, these reindeer represented the imaginations of millions of kids. In fact, all of their colorings had come to life. So if you colored one of those reindeer for Schleich, it was standing in this field right now. "We have been watching you as you've been jumping off the rock, but now seems that you've learned how to fly. Can you teach us?
Oh, I'm not exactly sure I even know how it happened, but I can try. What's your name?
My name is Peppermint. Peppermint was a beautiful reindeer that had been colored by a kid just like you. It's great to meet you, Peppermint. My name's Emma, and this is Stripes. We would love to teach you all. Come on! Through the rest of the day, Stripes and Emma were able to help all the other reindeer learn how to fly. It was truly magical watching all these beautiful, different colors and shapes and looks of all these different reindeer fly in the sky. I wish you could have seen it. It was truly magical. Even Emma was flying with them as she zoomed around with her jetpack. By the end of the day, they all landed back down on the snowy field and were met there by the same reindeer that stopped them at the flight school. You know, the one that told Stripes to go away and never come back until he got rid of the green stripes? Oh dear.
How in the world did you reindeer learn how to fly without coming to the flight school? Did you steal our secrets? Who's in charge here?
This reindeer was very confused, and Emma walked over to explain the situation. Well, Mr. Reindeer, you are looking at a group of pretty amazing reindeer. You see, these reindeers have many differences, but those differences did not stop us from working together. We discovered that by working together, we could uncover the secrets to flying. That reindeer's mouth dropped open as they couldn't believe that all these reindeer had solved the secret to flying.
Wow, that is truly remarkable. I've never seen something like this before. You're gonna have to come to the flight school now and teach all of our students what you have all learned.
But I can't take off my green stripes on my antlers,
said Stripes.
Then I can't take off my red stripes either,
said Peppermint.
Well, if that little girl is right about you being able to work through your differences together to uncover the secret of flying, then maybe we should get rid of that dress code at the school.
All the reindeer were completely shocked. They couldn't believe it, but in fact, it was true. By working together through all of their beautiful differences, they were unable to not only uncover the secret to flying, but they were also able to change that flying school forever. From here henceforth, this school was known for celebrating all the differences of all the reindeer that came to learn how to fly. They taught every reindeer how they were all better together. Wow, what an amazing adventure. I'm so glad that Emma was able to help her new friend not give up in trying to fly because it led to something truly amazing. Yes, Stripes did learn how to fly, but I believe they've also changed that reindeer flight school forever by teaching them how we are all better together. The end. Hey parents, it's Mr. Jim here. This back-to-school season, give your kids the tools they need to have fun while they learn with Osmo. Osmo's Reading Adventure Learn to Read game is an interactive tool aimed at children ages 5 to 7 that help them practice and develop reading fundamentals, turning them into young, confident, skilled readers, because it's never too early to fall in love with reading. Watching our youngest play with Reading Adventure this summer, I can see how much more ready he is for when kindergarten is starting very, very soon. Visit playosmo.com to check out the Reading Adventure new reader kit today. That's playosmo.com. Osmo, learning well played. Visit playosmo.com to check out the Reading Adventure new reader kit today. Great job, you listened all the way to the end. Wow, wasn't that an amazing adventure? Yes, I definitely learned how all reindeer may not be the same, but they can all work together to do magical things. I can't wait to see your drawings and colorings of the reindeer that you send in to Schleich, and maybe it will be your reindeer that actually comes to life into a real toy. I can tell you firsthand that our family loves Schleich toys because they make toys that help you tell better stories. So have your parents click the link down in the show notes below so you can get your reindeer coloring page. Well, friends, I hope you all have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye! Hey parents, Mr. Jim here. Ever since Osmo sent us our Genius Starter Kit, it's become the kids' favorite games to play with at home. The best part is how well they're designed to encourage learning in a way that's actually exciting. I've honestly never seen my kids pick up new skills as fast as they are after playing with Osmo. I can't help but play along with my kids as we're having a blast playing games that explore math, puzzles, art, reading, and more. Genius Starter Kits come with a base and reflector that fit most iPad models. Available at playosmo.com. That's playosmo.com. Osmo, learning well played.